I'm here at the nut machine, and I was thinking, you know... Okay. All right, okay, so this is the deal. We're getting ready for E3, which is in a couple of weeks. Instead of messing around doing video blogs and having all kinds of fun, the team is hard at work on the E3 demo. Steve, what you working on? You're watching a loading screen. Excellent, love it. Chris, what are you doing?
Working on E3 demo.
He's working on E3 demo. That is awesome. But this is what Kings of Castles is all about, right here. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Paul, what you doing?
I'm adding props to one of our E3 levels.
Now, props means the little grasses and bushes and all this kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit of grass, a little bit of bush, all those good things.
I like the way you think. Shane, I don't think everyone's met you before.
It's true. I've been trying to hide.
What are you working on, buddy?
I'm working on a special part of one of our E3 scripts with the war board.
Cool, and you've got an untextured castle in there, and we don't want to show too much of that because we're gonna roll that out in a later video blog. That's awesome.
Castle.
How does your pet monkey feel about the castle?
I think he loves it.
And by the way, when you say pet monkey, what do you really mean?
Hey, that's turn off the camera. I didn't realize they had bodies. I thought they were just heads.
It's so weird. This just keeps getting better and better and better. You have anything to say coming up on E3 and all of our cool E3 stuff?
Just working on some visual effects to make this look really great.
This is exciting. This is the best part of game making, when you can see all the pieces that have been worked on for months all coming together in the game. It just makes it, brings a tear to my eye. Yeah.
So we've got a horse. This is the horse. It's got UVs on it now.
Oh, it's the horse. Oh, okay, now it makes
horse.
sense because I thought I saw that horse.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Give me a heart attack. I don't need two horses. I can't afford two horses. Too racked out. Ow. Does that make it a two-horse game?
Yes.
Boom. Excuse me, is there an important meeting going on here?
Absolutely.
Are you guys crunching on the E3
Yeah.
vignettes? I can tell.
We are.
They're plotting to overthrow. Last week we asked folks to send in their high-five video, and we got one that is so amazing, it blew our minds. So here it is. This week, something very special.
It's my lunch.
The E3 video vignettes. Once there was a girl who wouldn't go and change with all the others in the change room, and then they finally made.
Jessica,
Yeah.
what do you think of the,
All right, so this week we are recovering from E3. I am like, it was quite an E3. I talked a lot, so my voice has got that sort of gravelly sound. And what we thought we'd do is something a little different. We'd go through and we'd talk about some of the comments that were left on the video. We have someone here who commented, "I'm a bit bugged by the horse's legs protruding through the rug that's on top of him. Other than that, it's awesome." Right now, Kings and Castles is about 4.5 months into development. Most games take many, many years to make. That usually a game gets a lot of that polish, graphics polish, bug fixing, tuning in the very last couple of months during its beta. All the VO you heard, in fact, the King was done by me. And that's one of the reasons why I blew up my voice before E3. We got a lot of great feedback on Jeremy Soul's soundtrack, which is really, really cool. Very excited about that. Someone commented on the bridge. That bridge is so temporary. It's got the sharp edges to it. It's like Gray Box Plus. We did a very quick pass on the breaking up to kind of show the breaking up. I don't know very many game developers that would show the public what they're working on only 4.5 months in. We're doing something very different here. Someone's asking for more Castle. Well, we do have a video that we've made. We're going to wait till the game ships before we show you that video. Ex-Terminators. Are these people who used to be Terminators and you want like the guys who are retired? I hope those chants are placeholders because they sounded too damn lame. But, not bad, eh? For a bunch of guys in the office screaming on a Friday afternoon. We just use what we have for temporary assets. If we go and make final assets for everything, we're basically going to have to throw them out. You saw when I wrote on the board, pre-production, then production. We're in pre-production still. In pre-production, you don't make any final assets. Almost everything you see is going to change. Got a little sneak peek at the Warbore and what goes into making the Warbore. The Warbore thing. We need to do some motion capture for the Warbore, and I'm wondering if you might be able to do it. Let me show you how it's done. I couldn't quite explain it, they'd always just be there.
on lunch?
A communication disruption of this kind
can mean only one thing.
Are you videotaping me? Why, hello, and welcome to another exciting video blog. What happens to the body when you stay up late, you go to E3, and then you come home, and then you fly back to LA again? You basically run the body down. So instead of having a regular cold or flu, I've got bronchitis now. Okay. So, one question here is, how long did Jeremy Soul have to create the audio track for this video? Put that together in a few days. I mean, the thing about Jeremy Soul is he's really good at what he does. Here's one that I love. This from Ghost5555. He says, "What does Chris actually do?" What do I do? Well, first of all, I come up with a concept. Okay, so Kings and Castles. I put together the business side with Kellen Beck, our VP of Business Development.
and then I work with a team on the design. A lot of the really good stuff, a lot of the creativity, and that comes from the team. I'm here as kind of a director. I have to make sure that things don't get out of control. Anyway, that was a really terrible answer. The bronchitis is taking control. Do you guys have any idea about the extent of micromanaging this game yet? Are you going to have a lot of units with special abilities that have to be manually activated? I would prefer if you kept the manually activated abilities down to a relatively low number. Well, this is the kind of feedback that we like, because it actually tells us what you want, rather than just asking questions. So I like this. It's kind of more of a statement than a question. Hello, to claim your commission, click this link ASAP. Like if I don't click it right away, I don't get it. And this is clearly spam. Okay, there's so much more here, Lisa. So,
We're going to give you a little sneak peek at what we got coming down the pike. Is it pike or pipe? Which is it? This is the good part. This is the only part you need. Oh my God.
It's my lunch.
You know, hold on. I'm walking out the door and then I turn around. You know, one more thing.
It's my lunch.
there is one other piece of business that is unfinished. Here's one. Ed says, great job with the game so far. It has lots of potential. Will there be morale for troops? Well, we have something that's a little different than morale. We kind of have an area of influence around things. So if the units are rallying around a king, they have a buff. So there's what we call kind of a passive buff. From Ryan, he says, I know it's very early in production, but you mentioned that KNC would have a beta, and my question is, will this beta be public or private? Goal to make this beta a public one, which means that we'd have a fixed number of keys that we release, something very sizable, and make those available first come, first serve. What does Chris actually do? So far it seems to me he wanders around the office, annoying his employees and eating nuts. But that's a great idea. We should go do that right now. It's lights on these guys. Brian.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? So,
I'm annoying
start
you.
making shit.
Am I annoying anyone else? Oh God, stop me now. Sorry to annoy you. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's annoy someone else.
But I have a magic mushroom. So,
You know what?
would you like a magic mushroom? Well, it's the only way to get into the magic kingdom. It's magic.
And one other thing, we wanted to show you some of this stuff we've been playing with formations. They're really coming together nicely. We got this really cute high five of these three boys who watch the video blog every week for the last 19 weeks. And I wanted to show you because I thought it was really cute. And it shows you that not everybody who watches the Kings and Castles video blog is a 33-year-old hardcore gamer. Here it is.
I'm Tyson.
And I'm Brett.
We're the